The never-ending breakthrough, how self-help keeps you coming back for more. You've seen the headlines. Unlock your potential. Step into your power. Become the best version of yourself. It doesn't matter which book, course, or coach you stumble upon, they are all selling a version of the same thing. And here's the uncomfortable truth. The self-help industry doesn't want you to get better. It wants you to keep developing. This isn't personal growth. It's personal consumerism dressed up in spiritual lingo, dopamine hits, and journal prompts. The loop, always healing, never healed. Self-help creates an illusion of progress. You're told that you're just one mindset shift away. One more breakthrough. One more course. One more level up. The problem is, the finish line is always out of reach. When you finally uplevel your confidence, you're told to upgrade your abundance mindset. When you start manifesting clients, you're told to clear your energetic blocks to intimacy. There's always another wound. Another saboteur. Another false belief standing in your way. And conveniently, the coach or guru selling it has the exact next thing you need. This is not healing. This is a subscription service to your own self-doubt. The message never changes. Strip the industry of its Instagram filters and TEDx jargon, and you're left with this. You're not enough, but you could be if you bought this. It's the same message, recycled endlessly. Tony Robbins calls it personal power. Gabby Bernstein calls it alignment. NLP coaches call it reprogramming. Spiritual influencers call it remembering your true self. Corporate coaches call it leadership development. Different names. Same core product, becoming better than you are now, but never quite enough to stop. The false fix. Here's the con: real change is slow, contextual, and often boring. It doesn't come in aha moments at a weekend retreat. It comes from self-awareness, community, discomfort, and shock horror, accountability. But the self-help model is built to avoid that reality. Instead, it trades in quick fix frameworks like SMART goals or shadow work in 5 steps. Pop psychology soundbites: what triggers you is your teacher. Spiritual bypassing: gratitude your way out of trauma. Testimonial theater: one person changed their life, you could too. None of these are solutions. They are coping mechanisms for confusion, sold as certainty. Why it never ends. The self-help world doesn't deliver results, it delivers hope. And hope sells. When one approach fails, it's never the method that's flawed. It's you. You didn't visualize hard enough. Your ego is resisting. You're still operating from scarcity. So you buy again. And again. Until you're $10,000 into your healing journey, emotionally exhausted, and still trying to journal your way to clarity. This is not growth. It's gaslighting disguised as empowerment. From identity to dependency. One of the most dangerous aspects of the self-help world is how it makes your identity dependent on your willingness to do the work. You're no longer just a person, you're a seeker, a manifester, a high-vibe leader in the making. You're told to stay in the arena, trust the process, and show up for yourself. But here's the trick: the process never ends. Because if it did, you'd stop paying for it. The only real transformation here is from a person into a perpetual customer. Real growth isn't for sale. What happens when you stop trying to become the best version of yourself? You start to see the con. You realize that not everything needs a mindset shift. That some pain can't be coached away. That your value was never tied to your productivity, your positivity, or your proximity to enlightenment. And you begin to reclaim your life, not as a journey of becoming, but as something worth living without constant optimization. Because maybe the only thing you really needed to let go of was the belief that you needed fixing in the first place.